bees. So what's happened is, I think we saw Hasana, where Jamie's looking now. We're not far, and we found Karula and Xongile. So I'm just going to call Jamie. Now, Karula is the most incredible animal on foot. She is so relaxed. I mean, she knows I'm here. I think I saw her at the same time she saw me. Jamie.
Hey, coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry, can you stand by one? I'll just get an update from Grace quickly.
Okay. Jamie, come up Rebecca's. I think that's Hasana there. We've got Karula and Xongile on a termite mound. If you come onto Rebecca's, where that big seep line heads to the north, there's a single jackalberry, quite a skinny one. We've got both of them lying up on that termite mound. So if you come back in, when I get your audio, I'll call you in towards us. Isn't this exciting? Okay, I'm going to move across a bit, Brian. Okay. A-firm jam, still on the west. So just as you get to Rebecca's, at the large seep line that runs parallel to the drainage system about 100 meters, 150 meters further to the west, you should get our visual not too far from the road. Look at this, isn't this exciting, guys? Leopard, that's the third leopard on foot.
It's going to take you a while to get back to the drainage, just bear with me.
Copy, no problem, they're very relaxed. So, I mean, with Karula, we've had closer sightings on foot, but there's no need. We're going to sit here. Isn't this absolutely amazing? And, you know, it's what happens when you put the killer bees together. Look at that. I mean, they're both well aware we're here. So, good news is, Hassan is not far. He's probably 400 meters from us. And I'm pretty sure if she heads south from here, she will definitely find them. Even if she starts calling, even soft calling from here, she will find him again. I'm starting to wonder if maybe they don't have a killer around there. It's possible not. Isn't this wonderful? Look, see how relaxed she is? She's lying down. This is amazing. Oh, hello, little Xongile. Of course, she's not a Xongile, but she is very, very cute. Remember, this is 100% live. We are with Leopards on Foot, live from South Africa. And if you want to send us any questions or comments, hashtag Safari Live on Twitter, or questions at WildEarthTV. We're with the Queen Karula and Xongile, the little princess. Isn't this absolutely amazing? So, there we go. I'll show you what happened. We were walking through here, and that little gap that Brian's saying, so literally we spotted here, we're following this game path that I'm on here, and I just looked, and the termite mound flicked an ear, and I was like, that looks like a leopard, oh dear. Whistle, whistle, just in case they're not relaxed. But you can see she's completely aware of us and absolutely not trying to move away at all. And we have had some amazing bushwalks with Karula. Well, you were with James on that termite mound. It's a very similar sort of situation to this. And I think while I raced to get there, it took me about 15 minutes, and you just sat with her. Yeah. And this is awesome. Oh, it looks like, hang on, maybe she'll climb the tree. For fun. She tends to do that. Let's try from a little bit over here, see what she's up to. And she looks like she is. Oh, looking. Oh, sorry, Brian. You can just see her tail there now. And she's just gone behind that little jackalberry. You got it. She's just to the right now. Yeah, let's move for Karula, I think. Now, in certain cases, if I know a lot of you remember another favourite there she is. She's actually coming closer to us. Maybe if you guys remember young Xongile, he used to do that. He used to actually follow us back to the car when we used to find him on foot. Oopsie. So I'm just handing the radio over to Alt so he can call Jamie in while we sit here with the leopards. Brian, I know the sun's not ours, but would you say we're basking?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we're definitely basking. I mean, look at that. She's lying down. We are probably 60 feet, 70 feet. What's that in meters? I don't know, 40 meters? Maybe a bit less from her. And she knows we're here, and so does little Xongile. Xongile's actually coming closer to us, but she's moving through the thickets, and we don't want to move too much. But she's watching us. It almost looks like she's having a bit of a game with us. And she's trying to sneak towards us at the moment. If you come here, Brian, where I am, you can just make out she's sneaking. She's laying down there, and she's been sneaking towards us slowly and pretending we're a Franklin. We're a bit too big for you, little one. How awesome is this? As you can see, I mean, not a care in the world. Now, she's on the move again. This is one of those really special moments in bushwalk. It's not something we get to do often, is actually spend this much amount of time with a leopard on foot. And, oh, amazing. I mean, she's fiddling around. You can see by her body language, she's 100% relaxed. Now, she might try to flank us. Oh no, she's found something else that's keeping her entertained there. What have you found? I'll move a little bit. Think it's going to be a bit better. She's found something there. Oh no, she's bored with it now. It looks like she's bored with us as well. She's heading back towards Karula. Where's Mom? Let's go. See if she's gone behind the termite mound now, but Mom's still sitting on top. Karula, that was our route home, man. Oh, yeah, she's there. You can just make her out. She's fast asleep. You can see lying flat on it. Oh, she's lifted her head. I'm just keeping an eye out where little trouble Xongile is. There she is. What is she up to? You see her, Brian? So basically, in that little sort of arc, that quarry branch comes over, she's directly under there. She moved again. She's fiddling around in the little tambuti thicket at the back.
Somewhere through there.
Yeah, there. You just saw the movement go back a little bit. She's just through to the right of that big branch, but I'm going to keep an eye on her. Hopefully she pops out into the open again. I can hear Jamie on her way. Let's try to see if we can get a nice view of Karula before we make space for Jamie to go in. I think from over here, Brian's going to be the best. Oh my. Oh, we got a beautiful view of Xongile though. There he goes, he is watching us. Hello, Trouble, we see you too. Oh, tired kitty. Oh man, they are such exquisite creatures. He's chasing lizards. What's she doing? Up to nonsense. Yeah, so she was playing around, chasing lizards, and completely ignoring us. But Jamie and Jean-Ray have on foot. There we go. We're going to hand it over, but we're going to take one question quickly, and it's from another Jamie, who'd like to know if we ever seen them hunt or kill any birds. I've seen them attempt to catch francolin, but I haven't seen them succeed yet. But now, of course, we're not going to put any pressure by getting too close on foot. We've had such an amazing experience on foot, and we've got Jamie and Xongile now, and who can go see what shenanigans she's up to. Looks like she's chasing lizards and the like, so we're going to let you go in there with Jamie, and let's just say the killer bees might be quite loud around the campfire tonight.
How cool is this? Well done. Having a very nice walk there. Oh, 2 leopard sightings on foot. Brian. Bye-bye. Well done, tracking team, bushwalk team. I don't know where I'm going. I'm assuming somewhere there. How exciting is that? My apologies for the slight delay in trying to find our way in here, but we are now in here, and now we just have to find the leopard. Don't you think it would be terribly embarrassing if we couldn't? It would be most cringeworthy, right? I heard words about termite mounds and jackalberries, so I'm assuming I'm going in the right direction, and this was the direction that Brent was. Oh, there. Okay. Relief. We can all breathe easy. I can see the leopard. What a fantastic... Karula really is such a star on foot. He's so incredibly comfortable with the presence of vehicles. And judging by the vehicle tracks that are here, somebody's been around this area not so long ago. Hello, Karula. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen her. Where's your little madam? Ah, there's little madam. I'll just stop here for a second just to get the lie of the land and to figure out exactly what's happening and which way we should go. There is the magnificent Queen of Djuma, Karula. Feels like a long time since I last saw her. Probably has only been a week or so, but it does feel like ages since I last had a chance to actually view her. So the cub that we were tracking earlier must be Hosanna. He probably has met up with his mom at some point. They were separated the last time that Karula was seen. She was with Xongile and her meal, and Hosanna was in quite a distance away, in a drainage line or a dried up riverbed. And we were just saying that it's a relatively common thing as these leopard cubs get slightly older, the fact that they will move further and further afield, and I think Hosanna is doing just that. I have no doubt that she actually had already found him and that they'd been reunited, and probably he's just gone on yet another adventure. What have you got there? Has she got something? I think she's got a bird. Come on, let's go reposition quickly. I think she's got a bird there. Another kill for Xongile. Oh. No, that's definitely not a bird. That is a small impala. So there is definitely a kill in the form of a baby impala. There we go. So a little bit of a sad sight. Just hold on a second. We're going to reposition because Xongile might actually start playing with this carcass again. Ilana, you want to know, welcome back as always, by the way, you wants to know how Karula was named the Queen of Djuma. I think it's a title that she's very much earned. I think it's a title that's come from Safari Live and the viewers there. There she is. Here we go. Okay, so for sensitive viewers, this impala lamb is not alive. Sorry. James is trying to get hold of me. Oh, look at this little thing. Sorry, everybody. Just give me 1 second and then we can talk about it. Oh, there we go. Brent's got it. So she's obviously got a kill. Sorry, Ilana. Let me get into the Queen of Djuma in a moment. I just want to talk a little bit about the fact that we've got a leopard cub with a kill first. And the fact that once again, Queen Karula has provided for her cubs. Now, it's very unlikely that Xongile caught the baby impala herself. However, what we've seen more and more with Karula is that she allows the cubs to possibly even, as we saw with Hassan and the baby Nyala, possibly even conduct the kill themselves. So after she's caught the animal, she lets them kill it, or she lets them have the first opportunity to, first of all, to play with their food, and then to open up the carcass, which is all very, very important for their future well-being. And that, of course, is half of the reason that she is called Queen Karula. So, Alana, back to your question. She is the main female of Djuma. She's actually had one of the biggest female leopard territories in this area on record. Ah, you don't want your impala. Hello, gorgeous girl. Actually, I do know when I last saw Karula. I saw her on foot 2 days ago. But it's not quite the same as being in the vehicle and having a chance to be up close to them. I actually saw Xongile and Karula from the vehicle. So yes, Karula is the queen for many reasons. One is that her territory was the center of Djuma. What you seen? What have you seen, little girl? Something hidden there. Oh, it's a tortoise. It's a tortoise. Hold on. She's got a tortoise. You okay there, Jandre? Here we go. Does your curiosity know no bounds, little one? And like all baby cats, she has found herself the challenge of a tortoise, but completely unlike a lion, she doesn't have the jaw strength to actually break the shell. But it's very common to see them. Oh, we're done now. Is it not that interesting? Is it a living tortoise, or is it one very terrified living tortoise, or is it a dead, just an empty shell? It looks very much to me like one terrified living tortoise. She's gone back to the kill again. It's quite sad seeing these little impala lambs, but we know that this is all part of the... Oh, look at her playing. It is all part of nature, and this playing that she's going to do now is very important. Bravo! That was impressive. How amazing was that? Oh. After all of that. Oh, Xongile, almost. See how capable these little cats are? She just hoisted it. Oh, oops. It was a good try, Xongile. It was a very good try. Practice makes perfect. You can't be as slick as your mom straight away. You gotta have a few experimental tries and a few fall downs. Now, the cub that you're looking at is 10 months old and already exhibiting the instincts that should be necessary to keep her alive. She's gonna try again. She's gonna try again. Maybe not. Actually, that last jump was a little bit of a hefty one. Oh, we owe a big thank you to our walking team this afternoon. This is amazing. There's that bright-eyed look of Xongile when she starts to play with her kill. We've also seen it with Khasana. And although it is hard to watch, at least the impala isn't suffering, and it does mean that she can practice biting where the joints are, where the weak parts of the impala are. All of those are going to be crucial for her in the future. Okay, I'm just going to reposition just to shuffle around. Oh wait, hold on. She's up again. Now, Chitty Bang Bang, he wants to know if Xongile still has 2 sets of canines. Now, the last time I saw her, she gave us a big yawn, and I was able to just notice that she still had her milk teeth, plus her permanent teeth growing through. So she had 2 canines on her top jaw, or 2 sets of canines on her top jaw. I'm going to hazard a guess and say no. I think there's a jolly good chance that milk tooth is now out or has fallen out, but we'll try and get you a good view for that in a moment. Doing the leopard waddle, the leopard drag waddle. You're going to It would be very ambitious if you thought you were going to put it up that Jackleberry, Xongile. Although I am seriously impressed with your display of strength and almost skill. Let's call it strength. I'm not quite sure that skill is the way forward. Standing by, James. Negative, James. I don't. Hold on one moment. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to take my earpiece out. Okay. James is trying to make his way in. Brent is helping him out. Just shush, Brent. Hold on. Shush. Shush. Oh, affection between Mom and Xongile. James, I've got your audio now as well. Sorry, everybody. I was just trying to get a word in edgeways there. Shame, Brent was very kindly helping us out. AFM, if you want to switch off now, I'm about to reposition. You'll get my audio. Okay, let's reposition, go around. Xongile is tired of her kill. Gonk. Xongile is tired of the... No, she's back again. She's come back. Oh dear. Xongile, you're really keeping us guessing. Oh, they have got a baby impala here. Bouncing us all over the show, girl. She's bouncing between Mom... Oh, catch that tail. What's that? And now back to the impala carcass again. Who's there? Is that James coming to visit you? Yes. Where's your brother, madam? Your brother's being very naughty. Off on his own like this. And I'm sure, I have no doubt that he knows where Mom is, and he's just gone on his own little mission. Look at her tucking into her impala. Now, most of what you're seeing she's going to be practicing is the grab of the neck and the bite around the nose. And those are the two techniques that leopards will favor when they're trying to hunt and kill something. So this, it really is invaluable practice. Even on a hot day like today, you can see she's panting, she's hot and tired, but it's too good an opportunity to miss. Sorry, I'm just going to take my foot off the brake. I got so excited, I slammed my foot on it and didn't take it off. Oh, it's tackling it. And just by the way, for those of you that are wondering, for our viewers familiar with everything that's going on with our lives, James is guiding some special Nat.Geo guests. How was that for a little ninja move? So that's why he is not on drive on the live safaris, but he is on game drive. A beautiful curl of that tail. Okay, we're done now. James said, was it this morning or was it no, it must have been yesterday. Let's see if we can see that canine. She's definitely got her permanent bottom canines. No. Oh, leopards are the ultimate ninjas. There we go. Taking it round to that side of the termite mound. You see your canines? You see the two bottom ones are fully grown, or at least permanent. Can't see the top ones. Look how she's panting in the heat. It's been quite an exhausting afternoon for her. I wonder when Mom caught this. Probably not too long ago. Oh, sorry, I remember what I was about to say. James, a couple of days ago, was saying that she looks like Shadow. I disagree. I think she looks, well, I don't strongly disagree. I think he's right, but I think that she looks more like Thandi, which is her other aunt. And Thandi is Shadow's sister. So Shadow and Thandi are Karula's oldest daughters. I love that little face. So special. Those massive feet, nearly the size of her mom's now. I wonder if she's going to be bigger or smaller than Mom. Fly. This is behavior that many of you that have domestic cats will recognize. When they've caught things like a mouse or perhaps a bird, and they get this dilated pupil look, and they start to play with their food, and they act completely crazy, like a little silly 5 minutes or silly 10 minutes where they play around with it. It's very, very similar to what leopards do. Right. Now, Xongile, if I go all the way around the termite mound, are you going to come back onto this side? Yes, probably. Just because. Pretty girl. Okay. What do you think, Chandra? Should we risk it? Go on to the other side. She could pop down here any second now.
Why not?
She's completely lost that baby look that she had. There's no more of the fluffiness, that cub-like face. Now she looks like a little miniature leopard. And not even that little. Hosanna is nearly the height of Mom. In fact, he's actually quite... At first glance, it can actually be quite difficult to tell the difference between Karula and Hosanna from behind or from a distance. Hosanna's feet are bigger than Karula's now. And a very good afternoon to you, Lucy. While we look at our 10-month-old cub, you want to know how long it will be before the cubs become independent from Karula. It's slightly earlier with the females. Xongile has probably got another 6 to 8 months with Mom, probably about 8 months. So they reach about 1.5 years, and then they move away from Mom and they start becoming more independent. The males take a little bit longer and are often still living around their mothers and sometimes even still sharing kills with her, even once they've reached 2 or so years old. It is so adorable and yet so macabre at the same time. Oh, look at your belly. She is having fun. It's a lot of practice as well, but she is having fun too. We've been so spoilt with the royal family recently. I'm just hoping that before the end of this sunset safari that Hosanna might decide to come and rejoin them. That's what I would like to see before it gets too dark and we have to leave. I'm hoping that Karula might go, and she might even go and fetch him, if we're lucky, and bring him back. It would be lovely to see the royal family reunited once again. So for our new viewers, Hosanna is Xongile's brother, so the twin brother of this leopard cub that you're looking at now. They were born from the same litters, in the same litter. Okay. I'm a ninja. She's seriously practicing her skills and coordination. And there is nothing quite so agile as a leopard here. In terms of our big predators, leopards are truly graceful. Marianne, the age-old question, is it not? You want to know if the neck biting is instinctive or if it's learned from their mum. It's instinctive. She would know to do that regardless of whether or not Mom had taught her. Mom hasn't necessarily taught her. Mom hasn't actually, all that often, Mom hasn't actually hunted in front of them. So I would say it's almost pure instinct, and practicing grabbing on to the impala carcasses that Moms let her play with, or nyala or dacre carcasses, whatever it happens to be. You're going to go and bug Mom now. Ah, tired. Tired for no. I can see in your expression you're not going to go to sleep. I can see it. Yeah. You're hot and you want to, and you should, but you're not going to. You are like an overly hyped up child. Told you. Oh, it's kicking. Careful. It's not kicking, by the way. It is, as I said, it is dead. So it's not suffering, it's not feeling any pain. It was probably over very quickly for it. It's amazing watching what is what is instinctive and what is not with the big cats. And for the most part, leopard hunting is almost pure instinct. And the reason that we can say that with such, I feel as though we can say that with such comfort, is I think Xongile is a very, very good example. I don't think that Shadow spent much time teaching him how to hunt, and he was then put in quarantine for 8 months, where he was quarantined. He was fed, so he didn't have to hunt for himself. And when he got back and was released back into the Sabi Sand 8 months later, he was fully capable of catching and providing for himself. I think that speaks volumes about the nature of a leopard's hunting instinct. It is a very, very powerful force indeed. It is their motivating, driving factor. And cubs are already showing that instinct from when they're cubs, playing with Mom's tail. Welcome to Cheetah. You wanted to know if leopards are solitary hunters. Yes, they are. There are a few recorded cases, or not cases, but a few recorded examples. Oi! You thought she was going up, Chandra. She's playing tricks on you. There are a few recorded cases of males and females seeming to cooperate to hunt, particularly when they're mating, or perhaps mother and almost adult offspring. But for the most part, they are solitary creatures. They're solitary by nature. They're solitary hunters. I just have this feeling if I go all the way around there, she's going to come back around here and bounce back into the side of the termite mound. I do hope many of you got the screenshot, so I have to... oh, is she see? Are we doing a lovely dance this afternoon? All right, while we decide which position we want to take on the termite mound, I think we should go quickly across to Brent, because of course we do have a massive thank you to say to him. So we'll be back with you shortly, but for now, over to Brent, you pop. What a truly magical sighting this has been with the royal family. At the moment, their tails almost intertwined, and of course Xongile has now decided to plonk herself down on the other side of the termite mound, or not quite on the other side of the termite mound. She's so distracted and so hyped up, but she's also boiling, and it's getting hotter and hotter and more humid this evening. I think the storm is on its way. I think that finally, despite her excitement, her body's forced her to stop and just have a bit of a break and to cool down. It's so easy to imagine Karula. I mean, now I'm really anthropomorphizing, so I'm going to preface this by saying I'm really anthropomorphizing this. But it's so easy to imagine Karula saying, Xongile, would you calm down and just stop playing with your dinner? And Xongile saying, I'm not Xongile, I'm the shadow, Dark Shadow, the slayer of Impala. The amount of fun that she has been having. Hey, Karula. Karula's just sitting there. She's seen this all before. Right. Okay. Xongile, if I reposition, are you going to go onto the other side of the termite mound? Yes, probably, but let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. Sorry, I'm stuck. There we go. How wonderful has the sighting been? Oh, shame. I think that's Mom. Oh, shame. Can you see it there, Xongile? And she's in the bushes. It's the female impala. Oh, no, she's hidden there. Standing by, James. I am live, thanks James. We just stopped for the mother, the female impala, but I'm making my way that side. So we're just going to pop our heads over the termite mound and have a look. Oh no, this is actually not going to work. Otherwise we're going to get all of our guests on camera and not Xongile and Karula. I think let's just go all the way around. Sorry. Shame. So that poor female impala, she's probably only just given birth to that little one. And unfortunately for her, as is very common for impala births, it didn't make it. Such a short and such a very short life. Sorry everybody. Just for our new viewers, the reason we've done such a wide turn is because there are certain species of tree that we can drive over and certain species of tree that we can't. In that case, we couldn't drive over some of the trees, but the trees that we do drive over will spring right back up. Hello, big girl. There we go. That is the perfect view of the royal family, or at least 2 of the 3 members of the royal family. Well done, Karula. Clever girl. You can see her canines starting to yellow, starting to age a little bit. She is turning 13 in a couple of months. But I think that age has just given her even more in terms of experience and ability with her cubs. And we're not just saying that because we love her, because we do, of course, but it's actually because it's borne out. The evidence is right here in front of us. Xongile is nearly at that 12-month stage where a leopard's survival rate very rapidly increases, especially for a female. Once she hits sexual maturity, she's going to be, in terms of the biggest threats, she's going to be out of the woods. James is pulling faces at me. Michael, you wanted to know what part of her territory Karula might give Xongile. It's impossible for us to predict, and it's always a little bit more complex in practice. You might find that Xongile moves, she could actually even move away from her mom totally, although she probably won't. She could move up into the northern section of her territory. It's impossible for us to tell. My guess would be that Xongile, because we don't know exactly how that process works and how much of a role the daughters actually play in the choice as well. It might be that Xongile might decide to stay in an area that's very familiar to her, which would be south of the Gowrie Main and around Treehouse Dam. That's one of the areas that we found Xongile in the most. Or it might be that she goes up further to the north into Buffelshoek, because with the death of Shaluva, there will be a little bit, well, I actually don't think the vacuum's going to last for too long. Do not catch a spider hunting wasp, little girl. That will be a mistake that you will not ever repeat. They sting hard. Look at her, she's so funny. She's so hot, and she's so tired. But she wants to just go back and carry on playing with her impala. To me, she looks more like Tundi than she looks like Karula, actually. What you seen? What have you seen? no. It's on the other side of the termite mound. Don't disappear, Xongile. Hello, Karula. A Karula is one of the leopards where, when I was first told that she had a wow, or the word wow on her forehead, I wasn't fully convinced. I thought it would have to take a little bit of a stretch of the imagination to see it. But when she looks straight at us like that, it really, I don't know, I can see the word wow very clearly between her eyes. Hosana looks a bit more like Mom than Xongile does. Although since Xongile's eyes have gone a bit bluer, perhaps a bit more so. What have you seen? What's there, girl? She's looking at something. Oh, it's the impala. She's seen an impala. How's that intent gaze? From restful to fiercely concentrated. And the impala is aware. Unfortunately, I can't. If I reposition now, I'm going to make life very difficult. But to describe it to you, the impala is about 150 meters directly behind me. So she's looking just past the car at the impala. And the impala is aware of something, but I think it's actually more that it's aware of us. So it's just seeing what we're doing, but it hasn't actually seen the leopard. So I don't think this is the female that was looking for its baby earlier. I think it's a herd that stumbled through. It could be, though. It could be that female looking for its baby. She might have moved. It's not uncommon for grieving mothers, in terms of antelope or zebra, to get killed themselves. It often happens that way. They're trying desperately to search for their offspring in the hope that they're alive still, and they get caught. It does happen. You can just see the wheels turning in Karula's head. The impala's moving off. Is she thinking about whether or not it's worth trying to hunt them? Or would she really rather just not be bothered? Are they just too far away? Leopards are opportunists, so if they were closer, if an impala herd stumbled through here in close enough proximity to her, she would go for it. She absolutely would. We've seen Tandi with 3 impala kills. Now, Jen B wants to know if perhaps Karula, in the spirit of Christmas, caught a lamb for each of them, and perhaps Hosana is with his. Maybe. I can't discount it as a possibility, but I doubt it. You don't really see cubs being given separate kills and then feeding on their own. At least we've never seen it, especially not with this particular family. What's always happened is Karula's made a kill, she's brought the cubs, and they've taken turns to feed. Sometimes she has made a kill, she's made 2 kills. We've seen that a few times within relatively close proximity of each other, like, for example, the Deka and then the impala in the drainage line. Excuse me. Where Karula, they all stopped to feed on the impala first, and then they went and all fed on the Deka together. So I doubt it, Jen, but I can't discount it. I can't discount it as a possibility. She's so close to quarantine. Can't believe it. She must have been here the whole time, blinking laconically at us. And welcome to Lucy again. Thank you for sending through your question, Lucy, or sending through another question. Lucy, you want to know how strong family ties are in the animal kingdom. Sorry, let's just see what this little monkey's up to. It depends on the animal. Family ties between elephants, particularly female elephants, are unbelievably strong, as are the family ties between lionesses. So female lions are strong and actually life-lasting. There are lifelong ties. Leopards, on the other hand, once they leave each other, they pretty much can take or leave each other, so to speak. In fact, they often, even females with their daughters, will growl at them. She's going to pop out now. She's coming out. There she goes. Where are you going? Karula, your cub's giving you grey hairs. Oh, she's after that tortoise. That poor tortoise. It thought it was making a lucky escape, but no such luck. Sharp-eyed Xongile has found it once again. What are you going to do with it, though? You silly thing. You can't do anything. I have a feeling if I go all the way around, she's going to lose interest and come all the way back here. And then I'm going to have to start again from scratch. So, Lucy, it depends very much on the animals. Some birds, for example, will mate for life. And some of them, their offspring will stick around for quite a few years to help them and to be raised by them. A jackal will live in family groups, so it is very much dependent on the different types of animals. A cheetah do things all by themselves. They're solitary animals for females, but for males they're in a group or a coalition, and that almost in fact invariably is a group of brothers, or perhaps, where'd she go? She left the tortoise. Yeah, you'll have to get up earlier than that to sneak up on your mom, madam. Your brother's one thing, but your mom is a totally different story. She knows you're there. Bounce. Yeah, you've been well and truly spotted. Even I heard your approach that time. Oh. But family bonds for now, Lucy, within leopards are a wonderful thing to see. Yay! Yay, impala! Mom, I love you, but also I really love this impala that you got me. Thank you. Just imagine what a fantastic time those guests are having with these leopards. But yes, the bonds between a female leopard and her cubs are very, very strong. They have to be, because she has to leave them for days at a time and then come back and find them whenever she's caught them food. And they are, for the first few months of their lives, completely reliant upon her. Bonds between siblings are not as strong. Obviously, they make for useful play dates or play buddies while mom is away, and to practice pouncing and chasing and stalking. But once the leopards do go their separate ways, then there's very little in the way of connection anymore. With some limited exceptions, of course. She's still watching you can see in Karula's face, she's still watching the impala. She's not committed to hunting them. She's just keeping an eye on where they are. In the meantime, Xongile, I don't think, has even noticed the impala. I mean, apart from the one that she has in her mouth. Now where are you taking it? Did you do that just to spite James because he moved? You can see her claws, or you could see her dew claws sticking out of its sheath there, gripping the impala. And that claw will be, probably of all of her claws, probably the most important of them. The dew claw, which is basically the animal equivalent of a thumb, or not the animal equivalent, the leopard equivalent of a thumb, or a lion equivalent of a thumb. Any animal with a paw that has a dew claw, that is their strongest claw and their biggest claw, and the muscle attachments are phenomenally powerful. And those are the claws that when a lion jumps onto the back of the buffalo, those are the claws that will grab onto it and hold it. Are you planning on eating your dinner anytime soon? Or is it just going to be playdate until it cools down? Luckily, Karula has the perfect hoisting tree. I doubt Xongile could get it up there, but Karula certainly can. And so the impala birthing season, as joyful as it is for us to watch, is also a joyful time for the leopards and the wild dogs, particularly leopards and wild dogs, and cheetah. Go find your brother. Go fetch your brother and bring him back here. No? Okay. He's not far, by the way. When Brent found him on foot, he was probably about, I would say, 200 meters, 300. Let's call it 300 meters away from where we are now. So he's not too far away. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to have a sip of my lukewarm water. I'm pretty sure I could put a tea bag in this bottle of water and have a cup of tea if I wanted. Xongile back on the hunt once again. Speaking of lukewarm water, it seems as though Byron apparently, I'm not sure if he's drinking some or if he has arrived at some. Certainly it does feel as though we are cooking in the heat, and I think Karula's got the right idea. She's plonked herself on the fallen tree that Xongile tried to hoist that impala kill into earlier. Unfortunately, it is almost time for us to leave the royal family. We're going to be leaving in the next minute or so. We just wanted to grab you back over here just to say a quick farewell to them. Quickly, let's go across Xongile before she moves. Oh, no, she's there. Are you going to actually eat your food, Xongile? Yeah, so we will be doing a fireside chat this evening. I know that the Wild Earth crew or the Wild Earth Twitter page has put up an announcement about the fact that we will be having a special fireside chat on what is known as white muscle disease, which I can safely say Xongile does not have. She's absolutely alive and well, but we are going to have to start rushing across there to begin our setup. So we're going to have to say a farewell, a fond farewell, to Xongile, who is still playing with her dinner and having a marvelous time doing it. I'm so reluctant to leave. I don't want to drag myself away, but we have to. Okay, we must go. So bye-bye to Xongile and bye-bye to Karula. Hopefully when we return here tomorrow morning, it will be to find the two of them in the area and the impala kill up in the top of the jackalberry tree. And we're going to be sending you over to Byron for the last few minutes of the sunset safari whilst we go and set up fireside chat, and we'll see you there.